Hello, good afternoon. Welcome everybody. It's Save with Crypto here. And look what's different. You can see me. There you go. First
Yeah,
time ever
but
with the camera on.
which one is which though?
Ah,
Ah,
God, I can't do any ventriloquism. But anyway, but
can't
yeah,
say it
no,
either. Yeah,
I thought I'd put the camera on to help pump the price up a little bit, and it's working so far. So there you
awesome.
go.
Yeah,
Right. Welcome back to welcome to Save with Crypto, our daily live stream. Apart from not Tuesdays sometimes and not weekends at the moment.
yeah.
My name's Save with Crypto.
Daily-ish. Yeah, yeah,
Daily-ish, yeah.
yeah.
My name's Save with Crypto. I'm here with Maff. Hello, Maff. How you doing?
Hello. Good. Thank you. Yeah, feeling optimistic. I'd say about just everything, not just the price, but about just I don't know things. Crime Watch 1994. Yeah,
1994. Where was I living in
cold
94?
case. Yeah,
94. I was living in Hertfordshire actually. Yeah. Anyway, no, I wasn't. Yes, I was. Right. Shall I just talk about a few things first, and then see what you've got to say? I noticed you were you've been quite busy in the Discord recently,
yeah,
so
yeah.
we'll talk about that in a moment. What I wanted to say first of all, right, is I was contacted by a friend this morning, and he was long from about 90k, and he still is long. I don't know what leverage or anything he's using, but I suspect he probably did some sort of kind of like I think he came into a bit of money, so it was like kind of, oh, let's just put it in a sort of 2x long or something like that, and it'll just go up in value with
Yeah.
Bitcoin. That was, and obviously now he's getting quite worried, sort of thing. I'm just gonna show you this table that I did quite a while ago, actually. Let me just get my other computer so I can monitor what you're looking at or what you're seeing.
Yeah, I can see the table at the moment. It's there.
That's good. That's
It
good.
says
That's
you're
good.
broke.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So basically, when you're in a loss, right? I mean, this is why if you get into a loss and you think, oh, okay, it's all going terribly wrong, you need to get out, because if you lose 10% to get back to where you were, you need 11%. If you lose 20%, you need to make 25% to get back to where you were. Let's go up to like 50%. If you lose 50% of your account, you need to double it. You need to make 100% back.
So
To get
so is this on like 2x? Oh no, it's just the percentage going the
no,
other
it's just
direction.
generally, just
Yeah,
if you had money,
it
if you
makes
went
sense.
down the
So
pub,
percent down
yeah, if you went,
is more than a percent up, essentially.
yeah. This is the old thing where you get a calculator, you put in 100, you minus 10%, and you get 90. Then you add 10%, you get 99. So
Yeah,
please, everyone, just understand this, because this is why you have to, be prepared to take a loss. And to be honest, I sometimes do take a 20% loss, and I do that because I know it's reasonably easy to make a 25% gain.
yeah,
So, that's not too bad. If you make if you make a 50% loss, it's quite difficult to get back to where you were. So be aware. Yeah.
Does this mean then that there's more money to be made in shorting?
Um,
It's easier. It's easier to make a percent profit shorting in a bear market than longing in a bull market. Probably is. It's just that's what this chart is saying, isn't it? This table.
I see. So if that was,
So if the price was at 100k Oh, that'd be the thing. If the price was at 100k and you shorted and it went down to 90k, so that basically you've made a 10% profit.
Yeah.
That's right, isn't it? It went down 10%.
Yeah.
So, but if the price is at 90k and he longed and it went up to 100k, that wouldn't be 10% profit. It wouldn't have gained 10%. Or did it gain more? Maybe it gained more. My math is terrible. Oh no, we just lost all the viewers. This is absolutely not an insightful thought process of mine at all. But is it the other way around then?
Don't know. I'm not quite seeing that myself, actually.
Yeah.
What you're saying.
I'll have to go away and just figure that one out a bit.
Yeah, go away and think about that.
Sound knowledgeable.
Yeah. I mean, there is something to be said about what you use as your base asset, because like when the price is going up, I like trading inverse perpetual using Bitcoin as my base asset, So if I close a trade, say with 10%, that's because the price of Bitcoin's gone up. So the actual Bitcoin I've got is worth more than it was worth, But now we're going down, and I am actually in a short. Then I'm in USDT. So because I don't want the Bitcoin, I don't want extra Bitcoin. I actually want extra dollars, so that when it's down at the bottom, I can buy more Bitcoin as it goes back up, sort of thing. That's yeah. Did that make sense? No.
Yeah. To be honest, I got a bit distracted. I was just looking at the viewer numbers. I think.
All right.
Just I'm being a bit disruptive today. So
just reading the newspaper and.
I just noticed that we've got some good viewer numbers today, and it's a Thursday. So thanks everyone for watching.
Thank you.
Tuning in. The majority are actually watching on your X account.
Okay, that's probably because I just did a quick re quote of your one and saying I'm going to put the camera on today, and they all want to see what I look like, and they'll probably leave now. Now they see what I look like. They'll go like, "Oh no, he's an old git, and don't trust him. He's a boomer."
There's a thing to be said for wisdom. So I was watching this thing about actually we'll get some Bitcoin TA in a second, not honest, but this thing about like YouTube channels and is it good for like old people to open a YouTube channel, to start a YouTube channel? And they think, oh no, all the Gen Zers, they're not going to be interested. But there's a definite market, there's a definite audience for people seeking the wisdom of their elders. So you should put on like a Native American headdress or something and have a big hookah pipe or whatever.
But aren't they more like channels where like things you shouldn't do when you're over 50 or something, or
Well, kind of, but just put that in if in the context of something like this, where we're playing with money, effectively.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, I know that guy. What's his name? The guy, the radio control guy. Mark somebody. Mark. It'll come to me, but
sure.
But he's
that's the other thing about age, isn't it? Oh, it'll come to me eventually.
yeah. Whether you'll live that long, whether I live that long. No, but I mean, he's like 60 odd, and he does like, I mean, it's TradFi stuff he does mostly,
Yeah.
But he's quite knowledgeable, and he's actually aiming at 20-year-olds, even though he's like a 60 something. And his channel is like massively successful. But anyway, right. So the other day, I'll just briefly tell you what I'm thinking. The other day I was talking about, well, Monday. Was that the last time we were together? No, was it? Oh, yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Gosh, really? Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because there wasn't one Tuesday, and you were busy yesterday. So yeah, we were talking about this level here from April last year. Which we hadn't quite reached, and then we actually did that on Wednesday, or Tuesday, I can't remember and now we smashed right through it, haven't we? So yeah, that's over and done with. So yeah, forget about that. I mean, I was talking about. I was hoping for a bit of a rally the other day, and I was hoping we'd sort of do a head and shoulders and then dump. And in fact, didn't really happen. We just sort of dumped, didn't we? So
Yeah.
So basically, my friend who's a little bit worried, who's got like a liquidation level at 62k.
Oof.
I was like, yeah, well,
There's every chance, isn't there, that that's going to touch 62 before heading, assuming it heads up back up at all. We're all expecting a relief rally, but there's every chance it'll reach there or even slightly below, I think, before heading up.
I didn't really know what to say, to be honest. Actually, I was like, well, you don't want to end up with no money. I don't understand how he's done it though, because he's actually like minus 400% down. So I'm assuming he must have done it on like cross leverage, or maybe just kept adding margin and stuff,
Yeah. And that was at so he's doing 2x. Was it literally just 2x?
I don't know. He didn't tell me the leverage, but he was long from 90 something.
In this latest phase when the price is overall going down.
Yeah.
So he maybe thought that there was going to be a relief rally.
Yeah.
At that point, okay, he's going to catch the.
Which
back up again.
Which was, I'm guessing it might have been here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're also going to see it on the weekly as well. I was just measuring out because there was a bullish candle on the weekly where the price kind of hit 90, and then just looking at from that on that sort of time frame, it just kind of headed up pretty strongly, and for all intents and purposes, it looked like it was heading back up, but then it wicked big time to the top, and then just big rejection and back down, and then like big down. So.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, this dump here, this was what we were talking about in November. This was when we were getting all the super ups on the daily with Quadzilla, which we will talk about in a moment. So that was looking pretty good for a sort of bit of a pump back up, but we did only get, well, not bad actually, sort of went up quite a lot actually, and then didn't make it, did we? What happened there though on the weekly was the yellow and the green, the 21 and the 55 EMAs, they crossed over bearish, and then it plummeted afterwards, as you would expect, really. So the problem is now we're just in a massive downtrend. So, I don't know, it's just looking terrible actually. And there is this other level here at 63, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so I think there's more down, unfortunately. So I don't really know what to tell my friend really, but I think what we should do. Oh, let's have a look in the. Should we whiz through the comments and then we'll get on with some property?
Sounds good. Yeah, well, okay, so yeah, let's have a quick look. So we've got me, hello, saying hello, hello back. I could go around in circles doing that for quite a while, just stuck in a loop, in a local minimum, I guess. So Scotty, get down, deeper and down, down, deeper and down. Thanks, I'm really depressed now. I really appreciate that.
I thought the only way was up.
Evidently not. No. So the healing power of music, eh? So afternoon, KB. Oh, he did that one. Hi. Hey, Kaz. Yeah. So what? Yeah, probable things. I think. Probably, but he was into so many things generally. Just like when someone like that is so connected, you just get connections all over the place. So it's like, what are you going to do?
I can't see any direct connections there apart from lack of trust of people in general, you know. But
yeah.
nothing. I wouldn't say it's anything sort of directly to do with like Bitcoin or anything like that, you know, or Coinbase. I don't know.
If anything, it just kind of validates Coinbase. Not Coinbase. It validates Bitcoin. You know, this is like this kind of just like evil monster predator was all over Bitcoin, and that's a good thing because it's essentially saying, well, it's telling us that Bitcoin is good to be decentralized, and it's good to not have one kind of figure in charge, you know, who kind of like is the go-to person to make decisions and so on. So like one personality or one leader or whatever is thoroughly decentralized, and this kind of proves exactly why. So you're not going to get like one connection, you know, who's just like, oh, there is this kind of corruption, this evil behind the whole thing. So yeah, and in fact, ignore the FUD and trade the P8. Quite right. So g'day lads from Townsville. Hello. And you usually see a bounce in the fear and greed indexes at the current levels. Where oh yeah, we could check that actually. Where's the current level? Probably low, I would think. Wisdom greater than intellect. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because I'm stupid.
Well, aren't we all? This is the thing. That's this big spooky. Yeah, it's funny. I was thinking that it's the ghost of Bitcoin past. I think so. Woo! Actually, that was more like a donkey.
What was the what? That's a spooky ghost. Oh, I see. Ah, okay.
Yeah, but it kind of is. It's quite apt at the moment.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, I could spend hours doing that. I might cut that later and just put it on repeat. You know? Make an 8-hour video out of it or something. 2 words of advice: stop and loss. That sounds quite negative when you separate them, but put together positive.
Stop and loss.
Yeah.
The worst thing about the word stop loss is it's not a very good term, is it? Because it doesn't stop your loss, does it?
Stop further loss. Cut loss. It should be cut loss. Right?
Yeah. Reduce loss. No.
Well, just stop it going any further. So cut your losses and
okay.
Scotty, I'm just going to skip your next comment if you don't mind. But anyone who's watching live, you can see that. That's on the YouTube stream where he's commented about things. Buying opportunities. Yeah, let's keep this positive. Absolutely. I agree with that. That's what you mean. It's a nothing burger. Yeah. Absolutely. Plenty of FUDs getting around for me. Just if you wonder why I'm doing this, it's just because I set up my webcam in front of my screen, but because it's kind of central. I've got it so the comments coming up are just bang in the middle. So anyway, I should try and organise that a bit better. I've been buying the odd Sol here, but see why YouTube is saying $30 probably. It's down to the old like anything can happen, isn't it? Just buy the dip. Oh, sorry, buy. So it makes you feel better. Tom Lee has $7 billion of unrealized ETH losses. Oof, $7 billion. Oh my God.
That's
I mean, if anything's going to make your friend feel better, it's
yeah, it could be worse. Yeah, it's unimaginable, isn't it? It's like, but the problem is, it's not his money though, is it? It's like, It's like people who have invested in whatever he does, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like his client's money, if you like, you know.
Tomley is my old workmate's wife's cousin, I'm sure. Useless bit of it. Is that really true? It's
I think
I
I've
wouldn't even
heard you
say
say
it's a
that
claim to fame. It's a claim to infamy, isn't it? Really. But it's a 6 degrees of separation thing, isn't it? That, I guess. Defiance Finance. Hello, welcome. Have we met? I'm not sure. Are you guys looking at Polymarket as well to place bets on Bitcoin price? I'm not. I don't know about you. Do you do such things? Or?
No, I've never even looked at it, to be honest. I know other people do, which is probably should, just for I don't know, just to see what's going on, really. But doesn't really interest me, to be honest, actually. But yeah.
But so you're saying he? Well, I'm assuming he. I don't like to assume that it's a Defiance Finance. You have an immense understanding of market moves. Thank you. I talked about you there. But I think you could greatly profit. Could profit greatly without risking your crypto. Yeah, maybe. Thank you for saying that we have an immense understanding of market moves. I think, to be honest, what it is really is that because I've set up my camera in the setup differently this time, and I think I now vaguely resemble, like the Bankless podcast they do. I'm going for that. I'm going for that kind of image. But anyway, excuse me, rambling.
I think the worst thing you can have in the background is a bloody swimming pool. It's like,
yeah, yeah. Or a crypto punk. Your crypto punk that's now down about 1,000,000% or whatever. True CME coin coming. I don't understand that.
CME coin.
With it, as in Chicago Mercantile Exchange or some other.
Can't totally imagine that. But
you might need to clarify that one, Scotty, because I'm not actually sure what you mean. Should we do some TA?
Yeah. Let's do the thing.
Well, okay.
So Scotty said. So Scotty said.
Oh yeah.
I can put it on the thing, can't I?
Here it is. I brought it.
There you go. Yeah, CME Group is developing its own tokenized cash coin, set to launch in 2026, with CEO Terry Duffy saying it could operate on a decentralized network for people to use as crypto collateral.
Okay. Okay. Nice.
Fair enough.
Why not?
Yeah. So that would be does that mean a stable coin? Is that what that means, or?
Be interesting to look into, yeah, because you'd feel like it ought to be like, and then like, what's it going to be backed with? It could operate on any any network, I guess.
Yeah.
Anything where they can maintain the that price level. I wonder what it
would be funny if it.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if it was a coin that stopped working on Friday night and started on Sunday evening.
It incorporates every aspect of the CME.
Yeah.
So Okay, yeah. So, all right, just sending you the post on next. Thanks for that. Have a look at that a bit later. Just before we go into this, I was just going to very quickly, if I can find it, mention this. So Quadzilla, which you'll see featured quite a lot really in these live streams, is currently available on the yearly plan at a ridiculously cheap. Oh, I've done it again. I've gone straight into these are the coins you need to spend to get it without just like what do you get? Because we were talking about rearranging this page a little bit, weren't we? So
because
yeah, because we need to record a video.
Yeah, because the best feature of it isn't the fact that it's cheap.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, you could buy 10 of these. What do they do? I don't know.
I mean, it works if you're selling a Dacia or a persuading people to go to Aldi, but but that's not what we're looking for.
No, true. Basically, Quadzilla gives you a trading edge. It levels up your trading and just does generally good things. And yeah, you get the quad momentum oscillator, which is a fundamental core part of the whole thing. And you get retracement patterns, which have ridiculously accurate and consistent kind of results and good things generally. And you get kind of premium access to the Save with Crypto Discord as well. So all good things. So have I got Fear and Greed long here? No, I haven't. Anyway, not sorry. So okay, I was looking at Bitcoin. Oh, by the way, I'm kind of my angle straight. I'm still trying to get used to this, but this change. So Bitcoin here on the 1 week, I posted this earlier into X and also into the Discord before that, an hour or two before. So what we're essentially looking at here is obviously price heading down. There's this retracement level here, which is part of Quadzilla, and that currently sits at 63.6. And just seems like that thing seems almost destined, doesn't it, to just come down and kind of hit that thing. So what we're generally seeing with that is that there's this level of liquidity here, which is kind of going from there, but I guess from there. I mean, depending on the wicks and things you draw. Let me just try that on the 2 days, see if we can get a better draw on that. Well, not really. I think it was on the weekly actually. Let's go back to that. So if I draw in a rectangle and put that maybe from probably from there actually, because that's kind of, in fact, currently enough. Funnily enough, that's exactly where the price currently is, the top of here. So if I kind of draw it in from there and bring it down and bring it over and probably about that sort of order block. I think I've scared Save with Crypto away. Oh, you're still there.
Sorry.
You're still, I thought you'd actually left.
No. Sorry. No, I was just hearing it by the computer.
Sure.
Keep forgetting you can see me now.
Yeah, be careful what you do. So, sorry, just getting a bit distracted with the comments in it. So, yeah, essentially, this very much gives us a range to look at, because I think that's a very, very likely range. That I mean, the price is already kind of dabbling with coming down into this area. So the top of that being just the current price, which is is that 69.4. Interesting, previous all-time high as well. So
it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
When was that?
Isn't that a thing?
Remind me.
Isn't it 69,420, I believe? Depending which exchange and so on.
It was. What year was that?
Don't know. Lifetime ago, I think. So, back when X was Twitter,
Yeah.
Anyway, so that would potentially drop down to around about, excuse me, 54.9, call it 55 really. So, and then just in between all of that, we get this retracement level that points out 63.6. So, we could potentially kind of draw this a bit differently. Then it just kind of lines up with other areas of liquidity, like kind of along that level and kind of the base there, pretty much. And then it means that this is kind of like and I'm getting a little bit creative with the level there, but it means that this now is kind of a halfway level between the top of the range and the bottom of the range. So it's quite very likely, I think, that we could see maybe actually, how long is left on that? All right, 3 days left on the weekly. We could well see kind of, I mean, it'll bounce and it'll jump around, but kind of for all of that, maybe come down to there. That might be the bounce, but because, as tends to happen with these retracement levels, you see this sort of thing, the price inevitably comes down to reach it, but often just wicks down a bit, and then kind of bounces back up. That's the amazing thing about these within Quadzilla, that they give you this kind of forecasting. It's like a weather forecast, really, but except accurate. So it could well, like, how far below it drops, who knows, but then a bounce. That's a very stylized, simplified version of that, of the actual price action, how it end up. But it'll follow that sort of pattern, I'm sure. But as I say, it's just how far below that level that it goes is going to be the question, especially if you're a mate. So if the price just hits 63.6 for him, then that's quite a big amount of hopium, I'd say, that it just holds there. But I think, to be honest, it's likely it'll drop below, even to the bottom of that range just there. So given that, if we drop down to the 2-day, we've got within that just some other kind of things to look at. This, I'll delete those. They've served their purpose. So put that as well too. So within this, that really brings it home that it is just touching that level. But the significant thing here is that Quadzilla has drawn in also this retracement channel, because we've got this kind of bullish retracement level down here, which is all the way down at 28.7 EEC. What kind of bear market are we likely to be looking at in 2026? I can't see it going that low, honestly, but it's still there. As what this gives us is a price magnet, or it reveals a price magnet that there's a definite pull of the price coming down to at least kind of this level, and equally up here we've got the price kind of trying to be pulled, or being pulled back up to this level as well, which is up at 110. And at the moment, the 50% level between those two is exactly where the price is at the moment. If I hide that just now, and equally can't really quite see it because of the actual price where it is. It's drawn in the dotted line of that, but behind it there's a dashed line which Quadzilla is drawn in to mark that 50% level, and just there's very much a kind of, ooh, wow, okay, that's exactly where the price is sitting, give or take. Also, because it's good to see these 50% levels as a bit of a range, just above and below it, because the price, as I've said a few times before in here, that it tends to like oscillate just around that, either contracting or what's the opposite of contracting? Loosening. So yeah, there's that. I think so. What does it suggest? That it, I guess, the price is very much at a critical level at the moment. It's at a knife edge, because if it this half, you can see that is kind of the premium zone, the premium 50% of that bigger range, and it's exactly at the sort of midway point. That this lower half then is the discount 50%, the discount half. So if it drops down into here, this generally is where it's a good idea to consider going long on the price. If it goes up into here, this usually is a good place to consider going short. And the midway point is just probably don't really do anything. Just hold on. But obviously you can then, I mean, that's kind of a longer term view. If you wanted to put in some just lower time frame trades, you could kind of find similar patterns like being drawn in like this on different time frames. So there, yeah, this could be the bounce around about here. We could be seeing kind of, I should put that back in. We could be seeing kind of that sort of thing, kind of continuing along that. But obviously, how far down that goes, it could be more that, because we do tend to see a bit of a not always, but we often see an equal kind of amount. So however far it drops below that 50% line, the fair value zone, fair value level, however far down it drops, it tends to head up roughly the same amount above it and do that oscillating. And as I say, then it either contracts or it expands, or it expands. So there's people about this is now like old people TV. It's like the words come to us eventually, So, but luckily you get wisdom.
I remember it's Mark Tilbury. There you go.
Okay. This is going to be the theme from now on, isn't it? Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So sadly it's funny because it's true. So yeah, where are we at then? So I mean that's that. What else should I have a look at, do you think? We could probably look at maybe the lower time frames, or different coin, or gold, silver, whatever.
What we got in the?
I was going to say, yeah, a few more comments.
What we got in the comments? I'm just thinking actually, because I for the title, I just obviously I kind of just randomly pull titles out of the air really, but it was actually is it too late to short? What do you think?
Well, okay, we could definitely look at that. So on the 4 hour,
I mean, I thought I shorted too late this morning at 71,428, but that turned out to be all right actually.
Yeah, I think probably
hard to say.
I'm becoming more and more of the opinion, and this is probably wrong, to be honest. I think wisdom can be wrong sometimes. Just keep that in mind. But I've forgotten what I was going to say now. Bloody hell. It's getting worse. Yeah, so increasingly of the opinion that if you go long or short, it's never really too late, because like the old catching the falling knife, but it's all about the risk management. So like you can kind of ape in on a particular impulsive price move, right, and maybe just get like a very low % win on that, but have a tight stop loss. Just if it's one of a series of trades, just kind of get in there. So, oh right, I was wrong, but yay, got stopped out.
Yeah,
is a cut loss. So, but yeah, so in that sense, just I was going to say go for it. Go short, but sounds like you already have.
I have, yeah, but that was
how did it go?
kind of short. Eh?
I was going to just say, how did it go? with it?
Yeah, good. I got one on Bybit, which is that's a 10x short. That was from 71,424. That's now 27% in profit. And I've got one on Bitunix, which was from 71,428, which is now, that's a 20x leverage. Actually, that's not a big position, but that's now 56% in profit. So I'm doing all right.
Should put in a line for that. So what was the price of the Bitunix one? 71.
Bitunix one, my entry is 71,428. And the Bybit one, about the same, 71,424.
Okay, it's called the same.
Yeah.
So nice. Okay, so currently in about 3% profit on 20x as well. So
one of them 20x, one of them.
Yeah. So the Bitunix one there, so 60% profit so far.
Yeah, 61.3 actually. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that definitely wasn't too late to short, was it? I mean, if we do the actually, why am I zooming in that much? If we do the thing where looking at that now, obviously, catching a falling knife, yikes. If we were to invert, turn that smile upside down, no, turn the frown upside down even, then would you? Because at that point, would you consider going long?
No, you wouldn't, would you?
Absolutely not. Because it's a thing about spotting the FOMO urge and just secure that shit, Hudson or whatever. Just don't do it. Just don't pull the trigger or whatever. Just it seems like that would be a bad idea. But with that said, it's still dropping. I bet that, I mean, this obviously isn't financial advice or anything like that. I'm just kind of blathering a bit. But I think if you were to go shorts there, just the price where it currently is, as I say, well, maybe it would drop down to I should go totally degen, go to the 1 minute. Just for example.
Well, to be honest, what I did was I was looking at the 1 minute, and then I saw a little pump up, and then on the 1 minute, and then it got I think we got a super down, I think it was, and then something like that on the momentum oscillator. And I thought, okay, well I'll give it a little go here. And I wasn't expecting it to sort of come down much, and it kind of wiggled around there for a little bit, and then it dropped like a stone. So I thought, yay, so I was happy, really. But so it wasn't, it wasn't just like it's falling, let's ape in short. It was like, let's wait for a little signal from Quadzilla on the momentum, That was just like a little tiny 1 minute relief, and then I thought, okay, well, let's take it from here then,
Yeah, and sure enough, I mean, that's is about there, wasn't it, ish? Looking at it, I hit the drawings. Yes, okay. Oh, in fact, it was. Yeah. So,
what time of day is that?
I mean, that was 10:40 a.m. around about. Or slightly after, actually, where it hit that level.
That's about right.
It was actually 10:41. So so looking at it from that point of view, obviously still three. Well, where it is now, 3.1 ish, heading back up a bit, but you could view that as, well, we've got low, lower, low, lower, low. At the moment, the trend is reversed. Quadzilla is kind of signaling some potential reversals here. It went super. It said oh hey, keep in mind price is still dropping, but we're very likely going to see a reversal any minute now. Boink, happened, and then saw those. So And given that with the momentum stochastics down here, so the white line is the average of the 4 stochastics, weighted towards the longer term ones. So and that's kind of come down here into kind of exhausted territory, into oversold. So, and another way to look at that is that it's kind of even though it's exhausted territory, it's kind of like a hyper strong. It's a power territory, because that just went green. Yeah, because from there you could spring back up. And in fact, what's going to happen there is that so three of the stochastics curved round whilst down here in oversold, and so we get this green background saying, hey, we're about to see a reversal. There's strength to the upside, and off it goes. That might well just jiggle a bit. So looking at that, I personally wouldn't short just there, but keep in mind that we're now in on the 1 minute, and we're just kind of looking more at intraday, nay, scalping, kind of moves. So overall,
No, I just wonder if I could find something that hasn't dumped quite so badly that you could short now. But I think everything else has been dragged down, hasn't it? Really, like Ethereum's.
Yeah.
Ethereum. Do you want to look at Ethereum? Because I think Ethereum's in a bit of a bad way, actually.
Yeah, sure. But also just looking at this, I mean, because on the 1 minute we started to see signs of a reversal, but it could well just be a bit like what it's doing here. We kind of get that, but overall, except down on the 1 minute, this could well be doing a similar sort of thing, because it's been doing pretty much that all the way through these, isn't it? So. And there's no particular sign here that's going to be any different. The background's gone green here on the 12 minute, like on the 1 minute. So that's kind of suggesting that. Well, in fact, it did the same here. So on this one, on this low, that pivot, the price kind of did that as well, and we got the green background. Same here. It bottomed here for that one, got a green background. Same here. Well, got the green background. It's textbook, really. And now we're getting exactly the same thing again. So there's everything there to suggest that we could see a bit more kind of upside. And that one was about, come on, let me draw. That one was about 2.5%. This went really from the wick. There was really that. Not quite 2.5% unless you count that bit of the wick. This one was also about the same, about 2.5%-ish. So if that does the same, because it's just done that regularly, it's done that regularly all the way down. That one's 2.5% would bring us to 70.8. So that I'd say that's quite likely that it'll just do that again. But it'll do that. In fact, where's that? All right, so did I say 70.8? Where it would take it to? Yeah, because there's also a bearish retracement level right there at 70.8. That's a funny old thing. So Quadzilla is also telling us that the price is, hey, you know what, the price is going to come up to here, and then it's going to drop. So that kind of ties in. So I'm amazed, actually, that was just right there. So
I'm going to write that down.
Yeah, my TA is valuable,
And then when you're wrong, I can say, I couldn't believe what you said.
That's why you're writing it down. Okay. Making note of every prediction I make, just bring them out at tactical moments. Right. Yeah. So. Yeah, that's that. So you're saying about Ethereum, and we covered.
Oh yeah.
ETHs. So any particular time frame on that?
No,
or just
not
generally?
really. Just generally. I just
Sure.
I don't know.
Interesting things happening on there on the 12-minute. Excuse me, because yeah, essentially there's all that. So that the price obviously kind of topped there. There was some liquidity obviously just there, and Quadzilla saw fit to draw in this bearish retracement level. Meanwhile, down, well, not really meanwhile, but a bit later, down here, Quadzilla also drew in this bullish retracement level, which kind of predicted really that the price is up here, it's going to do things, it's going to drop down to here and probably drop below, but eventually come back up and head up. And went down a bit further than I would have thought, to be honest, but comes up and then just completed it, headed back up. So that happened, and then just similar thing there again. But what we got from that was a series of retracement channels. So each of these bullish retracement levels, they're pretty much the same level. They're slightly up. They all kind of glommed onto this this bearish retracement level here. So we get the same sort of pattern where you've got this sort of, well, okay, this is the discount zone. Let's wait and see if the price manages to break up above into the premium zone, the premium 50%, and actually hold its weight up there. Didn't really manage it, came back down. So obvious downtrend anyway, but this was kind of telling us that's just how it's going to be. Sorry, it's taking me back to an old 1980s TV advert. But anyway, sorry. I remember the day. So yeah, essentially, so that came up. Should I draw? What am I trying to say here? What's the message from this? Just, I suppose, really that that 50% level is kind of carried on all the way, pretty much that. The price did get above it, didn't manage to hold it. Well, it dropped down significantly, so kind of just, but did manage to break back up. Then that level became support. Failed to hold the support, dropped back down. So you can immediately see from that things are actually looking a bit bearish there. It's just, that absolutely tells you that it didn't hold that support. And sure, that level of support is something that you wouldn't really see in other indicators or TA or whatever, because it's kind of unique to Quadzilla. So you get that read from it that this is, the market is looking a bit weak there. It's likely to head down because it's not holding these support levels, and down. Now suddenly it's resistance and can't get beyond that. Didn't even, it's trying to get back up there. Whoa, plummet up, poked above it, the same level momentarily, and plop back down. And then because it didn't even get close to it, you kind of know then that things are going to look bad. And sure enough, down. So, yeah. So yeah, it's kind of doing a very similar thing to Bitcoin, really, isn't it? But
yeah, I honestly can't see any point trading anything else at the moment apart from Bitcoin, because it's like everything's going to follow it, isn't it? Aren't they?
Yeah, I think, yeah, it's to talk that sort of thing. Just finding something to trade that's crypto but isn't Bitcoin or driven by Bitcoin. Just a good way to do that. I mean, obviously you know this, but it's probably worth mentioning. In fact, probably or a fair number of the people watching will know this if you're in the Save with Crypto Discord as well. So essentially, if we go to here, the Kex pairs screener in TradingView, and just let me just refresh. Yeah, so
Kex.
Pardon?
Did you say Kex? Kex pairs.
Yeah, I didn't like to say sex. It's just
I'm
don't
not
like
sure
it. I don't like sex. So
I'm not sure which one's worse, actually, Kex or sex.
yeah, yeah. So if you got a clean pair of kecks on today,
Yeah. I did like Swiss
is that
balls.
universal slang for underpants?
I don't know. I know it, but there again,
Yeah,
I used to live in a similar part of the world to you, but I don't know.
yeah.
But not sure really. I used to like Swissborg's slogan is when they decided to delist from all central exchanges, and they were saying it's better than sex.
Actually, that's pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah, I quite liked it. Yeah.
yeah. I just don't understand why people don't just say kex for centralized exchange. It's just, I mean, is it because it's sex, like fnar, snicker, or
I don't know. It looks like sex to me, but
well, everything does, doesn't it? That's the problem.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I know the Romanian guys, like the Zoidpay guys, they say checks, which is like
I quite like that. Yeah.
checks. Yeah, but I always think, what are they talking about checks? Oh right, yeah. But that's because Romanian is very, very similar to Italian. And in Italian, if you've got a C followed by a vowel, it makes it a ch sound, as in ciao, for example, or
Okay.
or cappuccino. No, that's not right, is it?
Cappuccino.
Cappuccino. Oh,
Cappuccino for Mr. Chappy there.
Yeah, why is that wrong? Anyway, but then to make it a k sound, you follow it with an H, which actually makes it doesn't make a ch sound. It actually makes a k sound. I'm trying to think of an example, but there was a place near where I lived called Chiamonte, which is spelled CHIA.
Yeah. With the ch, is it because is it more usually I? It's like CI makes it a ch.
It's definitely an I
rather
and
than
an E.
vowel.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think as well. Because when I lived in France, the first Italian village over the border was Cesana, which was like CESANA.
But that's a ch.
Yeah. That's a ch.
Right, so I or an E.
Because the C was followed by an E. Yeah. I'm not sure about cappuccino. Actually, I might have to look into that. Maybe.
Well, I think that's probably the reason, because any vowel that leans towards a E sound, like I in Italian probably does a lot of the time, doesn't it? Chianti, sort of thing.
Oh, well, Chianti, is that, you see you got a C followed by an A.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, just for the I forms a E sound.
Oh, yeah.
So like any, I think it sounds like it's that, kind of literally. So like an I or an E.
Yeah.
If they make an E sound, I don't know about the other vowels though. I'd have to have a look.
But yeah,
it's interesting that. Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't realise until last year that that Romanian. I mean, Florin might agree with me or disagree with me. He's in the chat there. That Italian and Romanian are very, very related actually, and actually sound quite similar. Even to the point where I can actually almost read Romanian and almost know what it's talking about, because I can just about sort of read Italian-ish.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry. Slight digression there.
I get totally kind of absorbed into that sort of discussion. I was just thinking about, so did Italy or the Roman Empire or something invade Romania? Well, I suppose they must have. Was that their legacy?
I don't know. I'm not very good at that sort of thing.
Sure.
But yeah.
Me neither. But anyway, centralized exchange screener.
That's where we were. Yeah.
Yeah. So what did I do for this? So yeah, essentially, the purpose of this as well, just to remind, is we're looking for, so this is a way to find potential crypto markets for trading where it's crypto and it's not Bitcoin, and it's just kind of the price isn't necessarily just being driven by Bitcoin either. So it's just, you kind of want something that's just in its own universe essentially, and just trade it. So having got to this bit, you can then kind of look at where we're looking, you can choose your exchange. It's always nice to do. So for example, here, let's put in Bitunix. Is there a offer on with Bitunix at the moment?
Not at the moment. I mean, there are the usual sign-up things. What I will say, though, is if anyone uses our link, which I'll put in the thing in a minute, if anyone uses our link, then if they deposit $100 in there, I'll upgrade them to VIP 5. If they deposit, or if they have $100 in there, I'll upgrade them to VIP 7. Those are like 1 month trial passes, if you like. Did you get yours?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, it was pretty great actually. Good,
isn't it?
One or two people in the chat may have as well from the Discord.
Yeah. Have you had any of the freebies? Any of the?
The first mystery box was $100.
Oh, brilliant!
And that was like, you know, the next day. It's like, oh, thank you very much. Don't mind if I do. $300. You know, I'd like another one, please. And they're every week as well.
Yeah, it's every Monday, I think, isn't it?
Every Monday, yeah.
So I don't know why they don't advertise that bit more, actually, because that's the best bit for me, actually. You know.
Yeah. So, I mean, what I'd suggest maybe so anyone wanting to use the link, how about if it was like you said, if they deposit, actually, what did he say? If they deposit $100, you'll push them on to VIP 5. If they trade, was that the thing? Then they get onto VIP 7 or something.
If they trade,
yeah. So basically, just sign up with that link onto Bitunix, use the exchange, and good things will happen. Wonderful things.
Yeah,
put it that way.
Yeah. No, it is honestly wonderful, and of course that will give you full access to our Discord as well. So
yeah, absolutely.
Use it
where there are lots of traders, and we chat and we discuss charts and all the good sort of things. And we also go into Quadzilla not into Quadzilla. We go into discussions about Quadzilla quite a bit as well. So that's all kind of good things.
I will have a word with the affiliate guy and get a new campaign going soon anyway. So so if you're not quite ready, join the Discord anyway, and then we can take it from there. All right.
Yeah. Cool. Right. So so we switched it to Bitunix. Every step is going to have that length of discussion. I think we could be here for a while.
Sorry.
So the next thing we do is we order this by the percent change. Oh, there's an interesting thing about ordering columns and tables. 10 minutes later. So is that already ordered? Yeah, there we go. So that's now in descending order. So on here, we can look at the basically the the other thing, sorry, that I meant to mention is that if we set symbol type, so symbol type, I tend to just set that to perpetuals, perpy derps, and then we're going to get this, and it's fight to MAGA is the top one with a 37.8% change rate in the last 24 hours. And so this is essentially, we're talking about trading some markets here that have kind of just very high volatility, which is great for trading, but also potentially very high losses. So something to keep in mind. So what we can do with this, say if we go into the top one, there's another thing about setting alerts for all of these as well. There's maybe a separate topic really, but say if we then want to just go into that one. Let's see what this is about, how it's doing. Let's go to the chart. That's a funny old thing to be trading, isn't it? And this is on the 12-minute still. Yeah, you can see why that happened. Oh my gosh, there's some exciting activity happening in this one at the moment. I hadn't heard of this coin before, I'll admit that. What we're seeing is that, so back here, that was Sunday at 2 p.m. UK time. The price is obviously plummeting, but Quadzilla was kind of saying, oh, hey guys, wait a minute. you're pretty likely to actually see some the price returning to this point, and then it might well just drop again once it hits this line or goes slightly above. So along here, people might not have quite believed that. And the other key thing about this is that it's about it being within the current like price structure as well. So that's obviously happened. The price is kind of coming back. It's maybe, or at the moment it looks like it's failed to get up to that level, because it's obviously peaked, it's come back down, but now it's heading back up again ish. It's looking like it's struggling, to be honest. But what we also have on there, actually I'll just draw that in. Draw an array there. So it's kind of wanting to try and just get back to that level there. In the meantime, yeah, so we've had a similar sort of thing with these, with the retracement channels, where you get kind of a range of a 50% level fair value zone, kind of going from there, slightly above and slightly below. Then it kind of gives us that. I was saying this before, that I was thinking about adjusting these slightly so that they kind of draw a bit of a range above and below, where they're actually, because I think it's a bit more accurate, but you still get the 50% level drawn in as well. Mm-hmm. So what that's essentially given us here is a bit more of a read about how things are going. So that level, in fact, if I just bring that all the way back now, retrospectively, then but we can kind of see from that that all along here we can see that the price had been kind of just, as I say, had been, it's like, say if we were here now and that had just started drawing, and therefore Quadzilla also drew in that range, that the whole channel. So we'd be looking back at this and saying, like, well, okay, so for all this time then, the price has been kind of just stuttering along in this kind of discount zone and not really breaking above that 50% level into where it's starting to look a bit more positive. So in other words, that would be one to monitor, but because we've got this level up here, we know that at some point we could definitely consider longing that return to that level. And a way to get confirmation of that is that if you see this sort of thing, because we might start long there, but then we had this retracement level coming in as well, saying, oh, by the way, that you're going to see the price coming down to here, and or at least that there's a price magnet down here. There's a lot of pull of the price down to here. So in fact, sure, it gets pulled down, but doesn't make it all the way down there yet. So therefore, probably a good time. That's a confirmation in itself that that impulsive move down rejected, and so therefore do consider going long, kind of from there really. But certainly when it gets back up to this channel, this midway fair value channel there, and then I can see that just carrying on up, to be honest, hitting that level. So there you go. So that's a market that pretty much isn't influenced by Bitcoin as such. It's just off doing its own degen thing. And then also you could just kind of work your way down through these, just see if that market works well for your trading style, maybe place a trade, whatever, and kind of go on to the next one. Chess. Oh, I like chess. I'm terrible at chess, but I like playing it. So
yeah, I taught my eldest daughter to play chess when she was about like 5 years old, and then
same.
And by the time she was like 6, she was like impossible to beat.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
that's pretty damn impressive. Actually.
I know. Well, she's not daft, unfortunately.
It's continually being shown up.
Yeah.
So, tran chess. So I guess this is trans chess. Good for trans chess players everywhere, I guess. Buy this coin. probably.
All right. Is that where you can't tell which one's the king or the queen, sort of thing?
Yeah, exactly. And invariably, you end up with two queens on, or two white queens or two black queens on the board. Yeah. So,
No, they're all black. All the pieces are black.
so I guess now you mention it. Oh, look, the viewership is just halved. Yeah. Anyway, so that was that. And that was a huge digression, but I think it's kind of an interesting one.
Yeah, that was good. I like
market.
that.
How to find markets, crypto markets to trade on, while Bitcoin is just doing its plodding, predictable, depressing thing.
Yeah, that's true. Like, despite what I said, there are things that just completely ignore what's going on. Actually,
Yeah.
Oddly enough, on my watch list, the one that's up today is Zoid Pay, which is 10% up today.
Oh, should I have a quick look at that actually?
Well, you can do if you want. Yeah, it's I don't know how much of an interest it is to anyone.
I would just say, just very quickly, trans chess is looking brilliantly tradable. To be honest, I mean, it's doing some very textbook things, like oh hey, bearish retracements. The price is going to come up to this level and then drop. Yep, dropped. Obviously carried on back up, but then that was also completing that step 3 of that bullish retracement level as well, which is kind of saying, oh hey, the price is going to complete its step 3 and actually head up to here and then go much, much higher, which is generally what we want. And it totally did as well. Each of these bleeding, wow, that one, bearish, price is going to come up to this level and then drop, spike up, then dropped. In fact, the price now is nothing to do with anything really, but the price now is exactly the level of where that spiked to. Anyway, sorry, yeah.
That's all right. All those are tradable on Bitunix, are they?
Yeah. This is the nice thing about it. Obviously, just set your exchange to whichever one, Bitunix preferably, and also the perpetuals as well is the type, nice. and then just sort it by the change in descending order, okay. the 24-hour change. So, and then you get some eminently tradable things. So it's also useful at the weekend, because when you get kind of obviously things do just slow down a bit at the weekend, and it's just kind of retail trading. So depending how risky that you're feeling, then just at the weekend finding something that's got a high volatility rate really on here, and go trade with tight stop losses, and have fun, and very low leverage as well. So yeah, where are we at? Sorry,
not really. I did mention Zoid Pay. It's not a very exciting chart, though. To be honest, it's actually not very tradable at the moment. It's only on like X Exchange and Qcoin, and Qcoin, it has that special treatment tag at the moment, just because of like absolutely zero liquidity. So it's actually quite difficult to trade.
There seems to be an index of it on TradingView.
That looks.
That's on the 12-minute. Does that look a bit funky and weird? Or...
it's okay, I think.
Yeah.
It's just I'd never seen that one before.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I'm not quite sure what those crypto ones are. Actually.
I think it is it's just
it's like an index.
A TradingView compiled index of it, I think.
Oh, okay.
Fairly sure. Yeah, because it's got the TradingView logo, which I always think is a W, but crypto, sports crypto.
Oh, I see.
Otherwise, Qcoin. So it probably is an average of that and that, I would think.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Fair enough. It's not a very exciting thing for anybody who is involved with this, though. I can't say too much, but I do have a source. Now, what was supposed to happen was they were supposed to bring their app out in January, and I was thinking in December, I was thinking they really shouldn't say that because they've never achieved anything on time ever. And so what happened was it got to the end of January and everyone's pissed off because the app didn't come out and it's still not out. However, I did have a chat with my secret source, who I can't say hardly anything about, but he is one of the major investors in the project. And the actual reason it's late is actually seriously not their fault at all. It is to do with the KYC people, and it's a lot more it's a lot more involved. And I mean, it's not even easy to say what actually went wrong, actually, but it's getting sorted, and it's going to get sorted hopefully either today or next week. But but consequently, if you've got any Zoid paid, hang on to it, don't sell it. And if you haven't got any, think about it.
Probably get some not financial advice, blah blah blah.
But I think it will do all right. But that really seriously is not financial advice at all, because the company does have a history of just not actually managed to get any products out at all, really. But but if they get it right, it'll be all right. If they don't, that'll be the end of the company. But anyway, right, I'm not going to say any more about that, really. But the chart says it all, really. Sort of like it's super low liquidity, and nobody has a clue what it's supposed to be doing, really.
Thin order book.
I mean, literally, you set a limit order up for the price it's at, and it will just sit there for days, do nothing.
So that January 26th, when we got that mega spike, was that something significant that happened then? Was there some announcement or like an X Spaces or something like that happened?
I wish. No. That was literally all it is somebody trying to buy some. That was probably someone trying to buy like $1,000 worth of Zoid. Honestly, that's what it does to the price. It's just mad. Also, there are some strange wallets actually that keep doing weird things, like they keep buying it, and then when it goes down in price, they sell it. And I have no idea why they're doing it. It's really weird. Now, I don't know if that's just because they're an idiot and the fact that there's so little activity that you tend to notice that. I mean, does that thing happen all the time? It probably does. But like, I
mean, it's interesting. That navigate all that sort of thing with retracement levels. Because look at that one. Came down, doink, touched the line in a way. I mean, to be honest, it would have been nicer if that had doinked and then dropped, but it did eventually. It dropped. So I guess the sentiment was there, if not the immediate price action. But okay. So that, I mean, it's this on the 4 hour on that. That's a bit of a downtrend, isn't it? But then I guess it's following the market at the moment, the broader market.
It's because, I mean, it is going to migrate to a new token this year. And it's going to move chain. At the moment, it's on like the Multiverse X chain. And it's going to move over to, it's going to migrate to a new token on Solana. Lovely. And it will be a 1-to-1 swap, and the new one has a larger amount of tokens, so it's not brilliant, but like it's kind of complicated. It relies on the product getting out, which is a fintech app, which should be good, but like I don't know, I haven't seen it yet, so we'll see.
I mean, what's so on KuCoin? What's the purchasing like on there? I mean, can you actually buy some?
You can buy, like, I mean, I've done it. I think I did a few videos a couple of weeks ago where I was buying like $100 worth, and basically what I'd do, I'd set a limit order and I'd leave it for like a day and nothing would happen, or it'd like partially fill or something, So I'd have to go for like the next order up. You're literally just looking in the order book thinking like, I'll just buy that amount there. And then normally when you buy that amount, with a limit order, then like some sort of amount similar to that sort of goes into that spot, and then you can do that, like have that again. That's what Roman was
Yeah.
talking about when we had him on the on the Zoid
Oh,
Pay.
the XT. Okay, yeah, sure.
Oh, sorry, yeah,
It's
that's
on the
XTP,
XTP.
wasn't it? But
Yeah.
yeah, similar idea though. You know, the sort of where you've got like a super thin order book. You know, it's sort of like there's probably some sort of bot going on that wants to sell at that price. You know, but only wants to sell
Yeah.
certain amounts.
Yeah. This is a good point from WJM, just regarding Zoid. If the app is ready, why can't they at least show some screenshots of it? Yeah, exactly. Photos, or it didn't happen. You know. So,
yeah, there are things about it like that. That I mean, I never understood why nobody beta tested it. So. I mean, yeah. From what I know, the problem has always been to do with the people who do the KYC, and they've had to change. They've had to change the KYC people, and now they've got multiple KYC providers there, kind of as a backup, and also some do different countries. I believe they've actually got now one that can do the UK. Whether it's going to be in this version of it, I don't know yet, but it is. Yeah, I know that. I think they should have been way more transparent about, you know, what the app looks like, at least giving us some screenshots. I mean, there was a video that Edward the boss did a while ago where, you know, he sort of showed you stuff, but if you looked at the video, all the transactions were from like July 2024. You know, it's like, okay, that doesn't really inspire me very much, you know, because it's now nearly 2026. It was then, you know, so it's not brilliant, I must admit. What's the alternative? I don't know. The alternative is like you're in touch a lot with the public, and then but you say, but we don't know when the product's going to be out, you know.
yeah,
I don't know.
That's a tricky one. Yeah. Scotty was just saying about USDT. The market cap just hit a record near 187 billion. So yeah, rising stablecoin supply suggests sidelined capital is building, often seen during risk off or pre-rotation phases. Correct. And yeah, interesting one. So just lots of accumulation. People filling their bags. Filling the powder kegs? I guess the whole thing about keeping the powder dry, keeping some powder in return if you're buying the dip, but they're accumulating new powder, fresh, dry powder. I'll just keep rambling about powder for a while. So
if you like,
yeah. Hopefully they're not accumulating it just to launch a lot of leveraged shorts. That's always the worry. But yeah, that's some hopium right there, I'd say. So I think just checking back through the comments. I think probably pretty much done, I would say. Pump my pippin bag, you bastards. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
have you actually?
I love it if we have that effect. Just like if we mention Pippin or bring out the chart, then it pumps.
I don't know.
Might need 100x or 1000x number of viewers, but you know, one day. So another thing. Satoshi, thanks for all the everyone really for commenting. It gives us stuff to go through on these, but
there's actually
Scotty, you're pretty great with these comments. So Satoshi era whale just bought a whole bunch of Bitcoin worth $1 billion again. He went all in, stacking over 20,000 Bitcoins in just 2 days. Gosh, yeah.
The greedy blighter.
Hasn't he got enough already? You know, there's been a lot of that. I think with ETFs as well. Particularly with the BlackRock ETF, there's some quiet accumulation going on there as well. So they are buying, a lot of Bitcoin at these levels. It's another thing that suggests maybe where, if not at the exact bottom, if I should switch back to I'll just use this one. so we're meant, not necessarily at the exact bottom, but certainly within sight of it, let's say. So that this thing is sort of saying before, and obviously I went through this in a lot of detail kind of at the start of the stream, but actually one, yeah, so this bit here, I think we could well see. I can't see it's dropping down to there anytime soon. Famous last words. But I'll just do this. It's better. Yeah, kind of at the moment dipping into this order block just here, this range, but bottomy sort of range, and this level just here, just realised, is still very relevant. This retracement level. If I zoink in, that just continuation of that line, pretty much.
But by the way, that all-time high that we're at now, all-time high, that was the all-time high in 2021.
Okay, yeah,
that's 5 years ago, nearly, isn't it?
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
Mad, isn't it?
Time is speeding up, definitely. I think the things they're saying on the darker parts of the internet are true. So, time is accelerating. Who's responsible? So, just trying to delete that. Well, doesn't matter. So, yeah, essentially, we are seeing some significant levels here, because and also exactly where the price is, as I pointed out at probably quite tedious length earlier on, is this 50% fair value level of that Quadzilla retracement channel, and it's just like kind of points that isn't it weird that level it drew in is basically that prior all-time high as well, that it kind of identified that. So
Yeah.
and this level here, this retracement level was the price. I mean, that one was done to perfection. It just price came out, touched that, obviously wicks down, and then just bounced away, kind of exactly as predicted. But that level also, as we so often see with these, it continues to be relevant. There's that price wicks down to it there, same again there. So absolute support level until the price broke through it. So that 85.1, I think, is it? Can't quite, yeah, 85.1 is going to be significant again as we hopefully head back up that way. And of course that then ties in as well. I could draw in a rectangle for that one, sort of from that level. Whole bunch of liquidity going on right there. So there'll be a whole bunch of resistance essentially going up through there, up to around about 93-ish. Then hopefully just push on up through that. I think I'm done. I think I'm out of things to discuss for the time being.
Okay, no worries. I was going to sort of have a look at a couple of comments. Sure. I mean, if you want to head off, feel free. But
I'll stick around for a few minutes. Yeah.
Okay, right. Yeah, Ozzy saying that many would be shorting right now. It's no wonder the price doesn't go up. The only thing I've noticed, right, is the funding rate is generally low, but it's not gone negative. Now, normally, when everyone's short, you normally see a negative funding rate, don't you? And I'm not seeing that at the moment, which is quite strange, really. It kind of implies that a lot of people are setting longs, doesn't it? You know, which would make sense. So, yeah, it's a way of overlaying the wick-off queue. I might have a look at doing that in a video, actually, the wick-off accumulation thing, because I can see what a lot of people are saying, really. Although I don't know, I have this thing about patterns where I think if you look hard enough, you can make them fit anywhere, you know. And yeah. But I do appreciate what people are saying there.
Yeah. Is there a because like in TradingView, it's got all the patterns.
Probably
the patterns package or whatever. It might be in there. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. I think it might be a good subject for for a video, so I might do that.
For sure.
Some YouTube are stating we're at the spring stage. That's just before it takes off, isn't it? That's very true. I must admit, though, there's some other people as well who are looking at. Can I just pop my screen back on again?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So if I add that, oh, hang on. So
I'll remove me. I think I've just added myself again. Sorry.
Stop it.
You. Yeah. There's a bit sort of no after you. No after you. Yeah.
Get your hand off. Right.
Who's in control here? Whose channel is this? And so on.
Let's get a clean. It's our channel, mate. Anyway. Right. A lot of people were, well, not a lot of people. Various people were looking. In fact, I think it was actually that Martini guy I might have looked at sort of yesterday. In fact, but I mean, quite rightly, he was looking at where's the old bars pattern thing? I can never find that. Hang on, it's that, isn't it? So from that sort of area there. So he was getting that there, and hang on a sec, let's move that. And he was. I mean, I don't really think these things ever play out, but it was that kind of thing that I think he was looking at.
It's a fractal. Yeah.
Yeah. So
maybe. I mean, I could actually see it because
it's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah. But it feels like that does seem like because what the price is likely to do anyway.
Yeah.
Just given all the other stuff we're going through, and it's so it matches, I'd say.
Okay.
Because that order block that we were looking at just now, I mean, that was on the 2-day. Could well see some just. I mean, having seen that now, it makes sense. We'd see some accumulation into that, just dipping in and out of that order block for a while. Yeah,
but I think that is similar to a bit of the Wyckoff thing. So I might look into that for a video. I think that might be quite good fun, actually.
Yeah, because it feels like also because the price has dropped so bloody quickly down to this current level, and I think at the moment everyone, a bunch of people are kind of thinking like, well, from here it's just going to head down further, because why wouldn't it just stone through a wet paper bag and so on? But there's a lot to. I mean, that's possible, but there's a lot to suggest here that it would hold its level. I mean, here and a bit below, I think, but and then accumulate, because I think it would have to accumulate for a while because it came down so quickly. So before it just needs to build up some strength again, doesn't it, to head back up for a while?
Yeah, I think so. Well, I also watched the video with.
You're muted, by the way.
Am I? Am I? Am I muted?
Is it just me? I think I'm still muted.
Can you hear me or not? Can you hear me?
Can't hear you.
Can anyone hear me?
Oh, okay. Other people can hear you. That's weird then.
Oh, okay. Right, so you can't hear me.
Just me. I can't hear you.
Oh, that's weird.
What's that?
Right. I feel like I'm talking to myself. I'm going to carry on talking, right? So, okay. So I just want to look through these things. So, Ozzy, you're saying, what you're saying, I have to open an account formally, the family members free. Not quite sure what you mean now, actually. Sorry about that. Okay. Can you still not hear me, Maff? No? Obviously not. All right. Florian wants to know my name. My name is Save with Crypto. Okay. CD, wow. USA jobless claims actually 231, expected 212. Okay, so that's probably not good news, is it? So you can't hear me, Maff, can you? For some reason. I don't know why. Okay, that's probably a good call to end the stream anyway. So that's what we'll do. And what's he typing away at? Is he gonna text me? No. I'm gonna drop out and rejoin. Okay. Oh, okay, fair enough. Shall I stay here for a bit then? Okay. I'll say okay. I'll wait. Okay. There he was, been and gone again. That's Linux for you. Anyway, so that US jobless claims, did that just happen? In which case, I don't know. I didn't see the news there. Right, are you going to add yourself, Maff?
Yeah.
Hello again.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
hear you now. That was bizarre.
Yeah,
anyway,
there you go.
yeah.
Linux.
Yeah, evidently.
Just blame Linux. Anyway, everyone could hear me. All right, finished now. But
yeah, just in time.
But yeah, I didn't quite understand this thing Ozzy was on about opening an account for his family. I'm not quite sure what he meant by that, but looked reasonably interesting anyway. But anyway, right. So yeah, well, have fun.
Ooh, okay. So sorry, just was that discussed actually about
What?
the jobless claims? I guess he brought it up.
I
was dallying around with sound and stuff, was it?
I just said, "Oh, is that bad?" or something like that.
Okay, so essentially, I think it. Yeah, I was going to say it was expected to come in slightly lower than.
Okay.
Oh, this is the other round. Sorry, jobless claims. Yeah, because today we've got the Jolt job openings a bit later on being announced, and so it's kind of the inverse of this, I suppose. So for that, it's expected to come in slightly lower than last month or whatever, however often they announce it. But that's the sort of thing that would normally work out kind of in favour of risk-on assets like Bitcoin. So there's that side of it. So that if this is the inverse, then you'd expect if jobless data is higher, then that probably is also good for Bitcoin, just because it would have to be. It's how it works, you know. So we might see a little bit of a boost, I think, from that.
Okay. I mean, Scotty was saying fear and greed, very, very, very high. So that is quite fiery, isn't it? Okay. Well, that's interesting. Could we be near a bottom right now?
So there's a lot of stuff pointing to it, to be fair.
Let's get rid of that. Get rid of rubbish. Stupid idea. No, it might work out. What I had noticed was with Quadzilla. Obviously here on the
12. Are you on a different? You're sharing a different thing.
Yeah, thank you. I did that when I was on my own the other day. I just rambled away for 10 minutes on the wrong screen. Just I had to do it all again. So thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, what was I looking at? Daily Bitcoin. I mean, this is super oversold, isn't it? I mean, it did that here, didn't it? When the convergence thing came that low. I think it's got to go here, to this retracement, I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't start longing just yet myself.
Yeah,
but
it's definitely not quite time. I mean that what price is that retracement level at?
That's 62,320.
Yeah. It seems just pretty likely, doesn't it? We're going to hit that.
Which
that
is
level.
my mate.
So yeah, so we're definitely dropping into that range. I think the sort of there'll be a bit of accumulation kind of between there, sort of 60 and what's that? Actually, I had to check my chart. I can't remember the big old accumulation block that I drew in was between the current price really. sort of 69.70, and the low of it actually was 58. So you could well see the price drop below that retracement level a bit, and ideally just kind of wick down and come back up. That would show some strength or some resilience at least, and then a bit of ranging for a bit with it, within those two levels.
So do you reckon that one day in the future, when everybody's got Quadzilla and everyone's looking at that retracement
next Thursday, I think,
well, no, but like if it ever became as famous as, like, say, Lux Algo or something like that, or what's the other one, Market Cipher, isn't it? Which basically, as far as I can see, they're just RSI divergence detectors, but if it ever became as famous as those, then everybody would be looking at that level, and they'd probably like front run it slightly before, wouldn't they?
Yeah, true. Or it would become. Yeah, I suppose they would front run it. To be fair, I like to think that the more people using Quadzilla, the more kind of self-fulfilling the prophecies would become. With that sort of thing, because if everyone's like waiting to, well, they'd expect the price to come down slightly below that level, because it's usually the thing, isn't it? And then go long big time. So yeah. Anyway. One can dream, People should get Quadzilla because it's bloody brilliant.
It actually is. It actually is. I mean, even this morning, literally, just I was looking. Well, it's wherever I said, wasn't it? I can't remember now, but that's why I went long. And which one was the 20x one? The Bitunix one, wasn't it? Currently 56% in profit. That's like in a few hours.
Yeah. So if you're paying the subscription, that would have already paid for itself, basically.
That depends how much depends how much you use. Depends how.
Yeah.
Oh, I did something weird then.
So,
sorry.
Bit of it.
Sorry.
Bit of a customer testimonial there. WJM, thank you, sir, and I agree.
Oh, well done. Scotty saying, "Why am I bullish?" Well, no, it's a fair way to be at the minute. It's what's the word? Yeah, no, you should be. What I was going to say,
it's reasonable.
Yeah. What I was going to say before you disappeared and came back was I was watching a video by Ran Neuner, the crypto banter guy, yesterday, and it was called, like, this is the end of crypto or something like that, and he was saying, well, the problem is at the moment is, like, there's nobody around, there's nobody, like, talking about crypto. I wouldn't exactly agree with that, but, like, it is a bit like that. A lot of people are thinking, it's all about metals now, it's not about crypto and stuff. And really, everyone hates crypto at the moment. Everyone's in a loss and all that. He said, but this is exactly how you're supposed to feel in a bear market. This is this. Well, as in this could be the moment that you really should be, like, buying as much as possible. So there you go.
Yeah, but maybe not right now. Depends.
No, I think a bit lower.
Yeah.
But
probably time to start accumulating. I mean, there's I don't know. Yeah, depending how we do it, or even kind of going into a big old long position, but just kind of we're like phasing into it, leveling, I guess, aping into it, not aping, chimping into it. I don't know, just like little apes, but like bit by bit, level by level, the price, right, as the price drops. Yeah, it's just averaging into it. That's probably what I was trying to say. So,
brilliant.
Contrarian view. Yeah.
Indeed. Right. I think we're done now, aren't we? So
I think so. I'm just gonna just to wrap up, really. If I share the screen just for a second.
Sure.
Oh, by the way, anyone who's watching, we're basically done. Feel free to just go now, because I was just going to shill some stuff, but it's not really shilling.
If you do, can you like the stream on your way out, please?
Yeah, if you don't mind. So I'll just say this as people are standing up and noisily leaving the auditorium.
Do stack your chairs in the corner as well, please.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So obviously I've already kind of gone through this. Well, we both have gone through this a lot, but Quadzilla, with all the huge benefits that you get from it that we've discussed and demonstrated really at length during the live stream, you can get it for the just frankly astonishingly low prices of £60 a month if you pay on the yearly plan, or if you want to try it monthly, £80 for the month. You'll make that back, honestly. Just it gives you trade setups that are just astonishingly consistent and accurate and so on. And try it for a month. See how you get on. You'll like it. I can fairly guarantee that, that you'll then want to continue the subscription and join the Discord and so on. And there's that. The other thing I just wanted to mention was with Maftopia. Come and join Maftopia. It's or at least just subscribe on YouTube. It's youtube.com/Maftopia, and there's another science and technology kind of news speedrun video coming out tomorrow. So be sure to get subscribed for that. I hope you liked that last video, the one about Claudebot and all those things.
It was a bit complicated, actually, wasn't it?
Yeah, that one was a bit of a deep dive, really, into the whole situation. But it's just kind of weird how raises the question, like, are these AI agents actually becoming, well, probably not, I can't even bring myself to say it, I was going to say like becoming sentient. That they're not, but they're giving that appearance, put it that way, probably because they're becoming very good at just kind of behaving like people, because that's what they learn from. That's how the models are trained and so on. So when they start behaving like people, then we start to think, oh, what have we created here, and so on. So exactly that, yeah. Clearly not. Clearly we haven't learned anything from Terminator. And that's about it, really. I think we're done.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you very, very, very much for everyone coming along. Thank you, Maff, for your wisdom as usual. Tomorrow is Friday, which is Bring a Friend Day. So
and buy free chippy day or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, and,
free chippy Friday.
Actually, I worked it out for my one last week, and it was actually the chippy I got back was worth £8, and the fish and chips I bought was 18 quid. But but it was a posh pub in Buckinghamshire. Anyway.
Okay, that would explain it. Yeah, the fish and chips were around where I am at the moment. It's just it's similar. It's just extraordinary prices. It's just yeah.
So you go.
Southwest London.
Yeah. But we can talk about that tomorrow anyway. So
yeah.
So there you go. But honestly, let's have Friday as Bring a Friend Day. So literally just when I put a link out in the morning on the Discord or wherever wherever you see it, just try and share it with a friend and just say this is quite good fun. I'm going to be there. Come along. You might learn something and find out where all your money's gone.
Yeah.
But alternatively, you can talk to people about opportunities this market is giving us right now. So just. If everyone invites a friend, then a few more might come along, and they might invite a friend next Friday. It's a ridiculous idea, but it might work. All right. Take care, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow, and trade safe and be prepared for a little bit more down. All right.
Yeah. Expect volatility. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
See you.
Bye.
Peace. Bye.